Hey guys, what's up? 2-Bit here. The video's about to get started, but I just wanted to give you a heads up. In the middle of recording this, my webcam mic was on for some reason and not my blue snowball. So there's a portion of the video where I sound like I'm talking in a tin can, and I apologize for that. Anyway, with that little PSA out of the way, hope you enjoy the video. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another 2-Bit podcast video, and today we are reviewing the new X-Men movie, X-Men Apocalypse. And with me today is Nelson.
Hello there.
And Blake.
I am Blake.
And guys, I unfortunately have not been able to see the movie. I've been sick as a dog all week. But you guys have, and if you could, without giving, this will be the spoiler-free section of the review, without giving away any spoilers, any general thoughts on, how the movie was, and if you would suggest, someone going to watch it.
I would definitely recommend it for people to go watch it. I would just have to warn them that the movie's pretty slow, and you are going to have patience with it.
And you, Blake?
I enjoyed this movie. It's kind of like hit or miss often, but this movie in a way kind of does things that I want all comic book films to do, and that's actually really aim for something grand and cinematic in their material, and not just kind of settle low, produce something intermediate or mistake self-seriousness for gravity. So it's colorful and fun and groan-worthy at times. But I feel like I'll take the groans if it gives me something that feels like a comic book.
Things that Fox Studios is doing with their movies, they're just letting directors take actual helm of the films. You see that with Deadpool, you see that with the X-Men films, and the only one was Fantastic Four, and we all saw how that turned out. So this is the difference between Marvel Studios, what they're doing with the Marvel Universe, and what Fox is doing with their characters.
Yeah, because they've essentially crafted their own small cinematic universe with the X-Men.
Yeah, I was about to say, the way you guys are talking about it sounds like at least Fox, sometimes maybe it works, sometimes maybe it doesn't, but they're at least taking chances and experimenting, where, as we discussed in the Captain America Civil War review, that they are playing it, Marvel Studios seems to be playing it safe with their movies.
Yeah.
I guess Fox has learned from Wolverine Origins, which was awful when it comes to the X-Men, and then after that they tripped over the same rock again by making the Fantastic Four and chopping it up into something unwatchable.
Yeah, I hear a lot of that was on the director and production problems, and he burned his bridges on the way out. I don't know if it was all on the director, but can't all be elsewhere, I think. But
so it looks like they pretty much just put us back where the original trilogy was at. Is that kind of where we're at now with this X-Men universe? I mean, it could go a totally different route than the old movies, but is that kind of where we're at now?
It's different because now we got this scene where people knew that Magneto was involved with saving the world. So there's this kind of integration of the finally acceptance of mutants, but we still know that's a slow process.
It sounds like Magneto has kind of become like the Wolverine for this movie, where it's like, oh, stay with us at the school. No, I'd do my own thing, and I said he'd hop on a motorcycle.
It ends like so many of the movies of the X-Men movies, and it's and it really kind of cements how schlocky this movie is. It's you just voluntarily almost killed hundreds of thousands of people. Certainly, it's farewell, old friend. I wish I could convince you. We're just gonna let you walk away. He's not wearing a helmet. He's not wearing the helmet. You could have just.
Yeah.
And it's
So-
like, c'est la vie. You've just murdered hundreds of thousands of people.
Yeah.
I
And everyone,
asked Nelson this, and I'll also ask you this too. Is like so with this, does this leave us where the older movies were, the old original X-Men trilogy?
I assume that they want to make a fourth one set in the 90s because there's like a post-credit sequence where I think Nelson, I looked it up, where like a company like is like
DSX Corporation.
cleaning up Stryker's base, and it's like they get all these like samples, these mutant samples that he's collected.
Oh, I was telling someone, I was like, where else are they gonna go with this? Because it's like they've already done Sentinels. They did Apocalypse, and I was like trying to figure out what. And there was the I was about to say Geonosis. That's Star Wars Genesis, right? Wasn't there an island and that story arc? Do you guys remember that? I can't remember where it was. Where they were.
Which movie?
It was in the comics. I remember also in like the cartoon.
No, I didn't read the comics, or I don't remember the cartoon well.
There was like an island where they were committing genocide. No, they kind of technically did it a little bit in Last Stand, where they were quote unquote curing mutants.
Yeah, on like Alcatraz.
Yeah, like on Alcatraz, and I think that was. People are probably going to kill me in the comments because I can't remember exactly what the story was, but it was something like that where they were using, they were experimenting on mutants and trying to cure them or something, but it ended up being like a genocide thing, and it was a company, I believe, or something like that.
It was Essex Corp, because that's the name of this company.
I can't remember exactly. And
this all apparently ties into the Sinister storyline.
The Sinister storyline?
It's like, isn't that what you said, Nelson? It's just someone who's like a combination of a lot of great powers, which felt like what Apocalypse was.
He's just Apocalypse, basically.
Yeah. Anyways, maybe we should have done what now actually judging the movie. Now that we've spent an hour reliving it.
Reliving it. So, guys, your final thoughts on X-Men Apocalypse. Is it worth?
Go ahead,
how many? I was gonna say I forgot to use our proprietary system. How many flakes of popcorn would you give it? Also,
out of what?
Out of 7.
7. That's such an odd number. I would give it a 4.
4 flakes. Okay.
And my concerns with the movie were that it was pretty slow to follow for the first 2 acts. It was just slow to me. Another part that bothered me was how Oscar Isaac was used. And another one, so there are way too many different character arcs when you can just slim down and make a main focus on some of the story arcs and not all these branching ones.
Yeah, I was about to say, just hearing you guys explain the story, it was like a lot going on.
Still pretty convoluted. And on the good side, I like how Fox is taking all these chances with these movies now. How they don't feel like the Marvel Cinematic Universe. They just feel the X-Men just feel differently. The best part of the movie was whenever Quicksilver showed up, honestly. Especially his big scene with the song playing in the background while the mansion's exploding. I would recommend it. Go watch it. Go see it. And don't be pissed off that Oscar Isaac wasn't used well enough in this movie.
Well, he has hopefully a bright future with the Star Wars universe. So it sounds like he's not going to be a part of the X-Men universe anymore. What about you, Blake? How many flakes of popcorn out of 7 do you give this?
I also give it 4, and I'll say that like Civil War is such a better movie than this, but I actually enjoyed watching this one more because this movie is just such unapologetic schlock. in like everything it does. There's like just so many like tonal shifts and like in like this like real disconnect between like the action and the characters, but like it but it but it but like where it like falls is that like it does things that feel so right, and then it's just like these just like thuds, these like complete thuds, where it I don't even really know how to describe it. It's like almost like baked into the script itself.
You mean like the
It's
mall
like
part?
it's just I don't even know if it's the mall part. I'm not even.
Kids.
It's almost like this is what we had to sacrifice in order to have the good stuff. It's like this was also necessary, and so you have like the this like something like a battles that boil down to colors colliding, and like this absurd dialogue, characters you don't know. I'm not even sure who the protagonist was in all this. Maybe Mystique.
Magneto.
I was about to say the
Magneto.
trailers. The trailers led me to believe that it was Mystique. So, but it sounds like it's the way you guys describe this plot. Sounds like this movie is everywhere. It's all over the map.
Yeah, oh man, it is so far over the map. Nukes fly out of bases. Auschwitz is turned inside out. Like a whole Egyptian town is without casualty, as it is ripped apart to form a pyramid. And the same could be said of the world, as bridges are flinging cars into the bay. And there's just like such a disconnect between like the destruction and like and like the the loss. Like there's just like almost nothing lost in all of this except Magneto's kids and wife and Apocalypse.
So
and I guess Angel dies. He dies in a plane crash.
yeah, I was about to say yeah. I was shocked when you guys told me. I was like, holy crap! They killed off one of a big character in the X-Men universe, Angel. So I was like, holy crap!
Yeah, I don't know how he made it out of that.
Kind of risky going forward and trying to make the X-Force movie, since it's part of the X-Force.
Would you recommend for people to go see this, or is this like a wait for it to come
to
DVD?
Oh yeah, I mean like this, and wait for it. I guess I don't know. I don't know if being in the theater makes a big difference, but this in some ways this like kind of like has what I want in like a comic book movie. Like I want to see people have fun with their powers. Like I don't want them to be like constantly paralyzed by things, and I don't want them to. Like, I want to feel the gravity of a scenario, like, by understanding the characters in a way that Marvel does. But this does it as well, with, like, its intimate character moments and, like, how they interact, which in this movie comes from Magneto. Yeah. And it gives it real gravity. And, in Snyder's BVS, and it thinks it has gravity, but really it just has a lot of self-seriousness. Like this one has gravity, and it's like with that gravity, it is also like a lot of stupid fun, and I don't know like how serious they are about the fun they seem to be having, but they don't care. They want to have it. They want to have both things, and it's like, and it just creates this thud fun kind of like happenstance throughout the whole movie, and it's like it's kind of you can't say it's like a good film like Days was, but this is like it's a lot of fun. But sometimes, but like half the time it's like kind of like a groan, and then it's almost like it's like upping and downing. It's just upping and downing.
Well, I'm gonna have to go.
For me, it's like I'm really bored. I'm having a lot of fun. I'm really bored. I'm having a lot of fun.
Well, I'm gonna have to go. Of course, go watch this movie. And I think our next discussion we have is going to be on where do they go from here with the X-Men universe, and kind of like you guys were saying, all these buildings being picked up and bridges and whatnot. Are they going to address this worldwide destruction that apparently happened?
Charles didn't. Farewell, old friend.
At the end where they're like letting Magneto go, and they're saying it's been rumored that the mutant named Magneto helped stop Apocalypse. Everyone's like okay with him after he killed like a bunch of people throughout the entire movies.
What was I about to say about I was gonna say, well, we should probably wait till the I earlier said DVD, I meant Blu-ray, because the Blu-ray releases anyway, you always get some deleted scenes. So maybe there'll be a little bit more context with these scenes. Maybe they'll add, they couldn't fit everything into the theatrical release. Maybe there is a scene where Xavier goes, "Goodbye, old friend, but you killed a lot of people."
You're probably too dangerous to just let walk free.
Yeah. So maybe there's more. Hopefully, there's more context. I always like to hold out to see what scenes didn't make it. When the Blu-rays come out.
Do you know what's closer by is the Batman v Superman DVD release?
Oh yeah,
the Ultimate Edition.
Maybe we could do that.
More beatings, more pounding.
Maybe we could do that. We still have to do all the others though. We have that whole. I want us to go through chronologically. We'll probably start with the first Christopher Reeve Superman and move forward chronologically from there. There will be
I
lots
like that one.
I like that one. I like to. Of course, we'll get to 3. There'll be ups and downs throughout that whole series of videos, I'm sure.
Let's just Dragon Ball Evolution, please, because I feel like.
Oh yeah, didn't we agree on that?
Right now, to watch it.
Do I have to watch it again? So yeah, I guess that is our thoughts and review of X-Men Apocalypse. I want to thank Nelson and Blake for coming on here and giving us their opinions. Nelson, is there anywhere where people can reach you, get in touch with you? Twitter, PlayStation Network?
You can add my Xbox. I don't have any friends on Xbox.
You got me. I see you get on.
And Blake, and that's it.
You made a cameo appearance in my E3 predictions video. Did you see it?
On my account?
Yeah, because when I was recording the footage, it went, "Muzzled Butts is online." During the video.
I am Muscle Butts. For anyone that wants to, we wouldn't see at the end.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. What about you, Blake? Any social media or even any gamer tags you wish to plug?
Yeah, just I guess you can. I don't really play a lot of Xbox right now, but I'm still playing on the PlayStation Network. You can find me as Yofutzi, and that's just YOFUZI.
My Twitter is @Shawny_2087. That's SHAWNY_2087. Anyway, with that, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that thumbs up button. And if you want to keep up with everything we're doing on the channel, hit the subscribe button. And with all that said, hope you guys have a great day.